Wrong buttons. There we go. All right, now I'm good.
All right, Restaurant Impossible.
All right, Restaurant Impossible is that show on the Food Network, right?
Okay.
And the chef, the superstar chef, Robert Irving, is the host. And he has the undaunting task every week of taking hold of a restaurant that's in a desperate situation, remodeling it, changing the menu, just closing it down in like 2 or 3 days, does everything to it, and makes this brand spanking new restaurant that's going to attract droves of people every night to eat their food.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Well, now, I don't know if Restaurant Impossible is actually coming to Memphis, but this sure sounds like an episode. Now, apart from the fact that Hueys is not in a desperate situation.
Oh, no.
Right?
Hueys is doing quite well.
Hueys does pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, closing down a restaurant. See, now, if you ever watch this show, I mean, he's running around like a chicken with a neck cut off. I need my booths. I need my stove.
We open in 2 hours.
I'm opening in 2 hours,
Yeah.
and we don't have the hardwood floors down yet. And I'm thinking, why do you put yourself under this kind of pressure?
Well, because every day that a restaurant is closed costs them a lot of money.
I understand that, but in the long run, wouldn't it pay to do it right instead of slapping it together?
Well,
but your point is well taken, because I guess all restaurants do this.
yeah, every restaurant.
In Midtown Memphis, Huey's Midtown closed yesterday, but not for good. And I think they're doing this makeover right on time for the Cooper Young
Of course they are.
festival.
Yeah.
Now, they closed yesterday. They're going to reopen tomorrow morning at 11 because of a makeover. Now, does this sound like an episode of Restaurant Impossible? And maybe Robert Irving is down there. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe they are.
I mean, nobody has said that they are, but check out everything they're doing to Huey's.
New floors, a larger patio, a larger updated kitchen, new restrooms, wow, and new ceilings.
And they're going to do it in 3 days.
Well, they're actually more like 2.5. They're going to open tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.
It's just crazy. How can they do all of that?
When they do all that, though, they have to tear down all the stuff that's been lying around for the past several years. Huey's hasn't had a redo in 10 years, or a remodel in 10 years. They've been in Midtown since 1970.
See, here's the thing that kind of makes me sad is Huey's, everybody blows the toothpicks into the ceiling. And they're getting new ceilings. So if your toothpick has been up there forever, you're going to have to go back and re-spit it up.
I got to tell you something. I like Huey's. I think it's a great burger. I think it's a great atmosphere. I enjoy every Huey's I've gone to. That is the one thing I do not like.
People spitting.
I see all those toothpicks up there, and I just feel germs coming down on me.
They're raining on my head.
And if Robert Irving were in there, he'd go, "What is this?"
Toothpicks on the ceiling.
The Mike and Mandy Show at 7:19. Yeah, Casey and the Sunshine Band and the Mike and Mandy Show now at 7:31. A few minutes ago, we were talking about Restaurant Impossible here in Memphis. Well, it's really not the TV show on the Food Network, but a very similar. Let's see, the Hueys in Midtown. Hueys in Midtown has closed for a remodel. They're going to open up at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Everything redone. New restrooms, new kitchen, new floors, everything. And that would mean the toothpicks, too. Joni, hello.
Uh-oh. Did we lose her?
Joni, there you are.
On the toothpicks, every year they take them all down, and they have a contest where you guess the number of toothpicks in the ceiling, and they count them, and you guess, and the money goes to charity.
Well, you know what? They're also got the Facebook page that we're trying to find.
Yes.
And where you can actually see for yourself how the remodeling is going. Apparently, they're going to take down the Christmas lights and put up LED lights, and that's a big deal.
Well, they've always had the Christmas lights, so that is a big deal. They're also whiting over all the old signatures on the wall.
So you're going to have to go down there and re-sign your name?
Exactly.
Which is wicked cool.
But
because that's what a remodel's all about, right?
And you should see these pictures of their new bar looks amazing.
So, and I think they're doing it right. Cooper Young Festival this weekend. So if you're going to be in the Midtown area for the festival, you might want to stop into the newly remodeled Huey's, right?
Right.
Complete with new floors and, I don't know. Do they supply the toothpicks?
They'll give you the